Hi, I want to show you this Anker Prime 250 watt charger. This is the one that has 4 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports plugged into the wall to allow you to charge all your devices very easily and has a lot of brains to it. So I want to go over a tour of the unit, demonstrate it, show you, talk about some use case scenarios, show you the app because it comes with a smartphone app. Now, full disclosure, Anker did send this unit to me for review, but everything in this video is my own opinion. First off, let's start with the tour of the unit. It's very small, 4 inches across, about an inch and a half high, and then about 3.5 inches deep. So it fits really well on your desk or wherever you're going to put it. It has 4 USB-C ports, and these are different wattages. So the first one is rated for 140 watts. Again, I'll demonstrate that. And then the rest of these can be up to 100 watts of power. Now the total power output for this is 250 watts. Again, I'll demonstrate it for you. And then on the side are the USB-A, and the maximum of these are 22.5 watts. And then it has this little wheel here that you can push as a button to select things. And I'll show you the different modes. So it's a satisfactory button. It has a good click, good button press. Very solid. So there we go. We'll go into the settings menu. I'll show you that. So you can change the brightness of the screen. One thing, I have it the brightness up to 100%. I do wish the screen was brighter because when you're looking straight down on it, like I'm looking at it, it's a little harder to see. But maybe they did that on purpose so that it's not like too bright near your desk. But if you are looking at it straight on, like the camera is, it is plenty clear and bright. So there's the screen timeout. Let's change that because it's been timing out as I've been filming this. Knob orientation, it can connect to the Wi-Fi network. Screensaver, so this will enable you to, when it has that timeout value is reached, you can choose the clock that you want or just have it off completely. So it looks pretty nice. So let's choose that one. And then we'll go back. So these 4 USB-C, like I said, are 140, 100 each. And it really matters what cable that you're using because USB-C cables, this is really tricky, but you have to have the right kind of cable to support the speed that you want. So I have a 140 watt rated cable here that I can plug in and we can demonstrate the power. So let's plug this in and then check out the animation. So when it's doing the fastest charging, the 140, you get this special animation. And then when it's going, you can see the output with 1 decimal place, and then you see it up here as well. Also on the screen you can see the Wi-Fi connection. Now let me add this cable here. Now this cable is rated for 100 watts, and we will try to achieve close to the maximum output of this. See what happens. Another animation. You don't get quite the same like nice animation when it's only doing the 100 watts. So the 140 watt gets a little bit of a special attention in terms of the animation. So you can see here I am outputting 232.2 watts out of this. So pretty close to the maximum of 250. So let me add a USB-C input over here and watch what happens. So there's different charging modes you can set here in the app. Again, I'll show it to you. But it's on AI mode right now, which means it's going to try to guess at how much power to give each port because it only has that maximum of 250. And just in case you're wondering, it's at its maximum about, pretty close to it right now, and it doesn't make any noise. So it has gallium nitride transistors in it, which helps it make it smaller and efficient. That I have a meter on there. If you can see it, it's outputting about 10 watts. So right now it's in a mode where it's trying to figure out how much power to give these 3 things because they're actually asking for more power than what this device can give because this one can maximum give out 250 watts. So it's trying to guess. So you can see down here, this 140 watt rated port, it's putting out 137.5. This one is 100 watts rated, and it's putting out 79.6. And then this one over here is putting out about 5 or 6 watts of power. Add all that up and you're getting close to this one up here. You can change the priority of all the ports. So if I go here, this C1, that's the USB-C number 1, we can change its priority, switch to port priority mode so that it'll always get its maximum. And we'll go over here, you can see the blue light. And we'll go to C2 and we'll say yes to this one and let's see what happens. Yes. Okay, switching mode. Okay, so this should go to 100. Okay, yes. Okay, so see this one, it allowed this one to go to its maximum 100 watts. This one dipped a little bit, but everything's still able to be charged. Again, no noise on this. So that's how you can set the individual port. If you want to change the whole algorithm, also note here the 2.5 watts on the USB-A, it went down a little bit. But if we go here to settings, if we go to mode, right there, it says port priority. That is what is enabling me to select which ones to prioritize. But if we go here, we can go to AI power mode where it was going to guess. And we can also do dual laptop mode. And so for dual laptop mode, what we'll do is the first and second USB-C ports, it'll make 100 watts. And then this one would be 20, this one would be 15, and then the USB-A would be 15 watts. And then there's another mode, low current mode. Low current mode would be 65 watts, 20 watts, 20 watts, 20 watts, and then 15 watts on the side. So another real benefit to this smart device that can sit on your desk or wherever and charge laptops, phones, whole family can plug in their devices, is that it has a smartphone app that it can communicate with the device. So you can do settings and monitor things. So that's why I have it darker in here so you can see my screen. So USB-C, you can see not only does it have the total wattage, but you can see the voltage and the amps for the various USB-C ports. USB-A, you can see it says 2 watts, 5 volts, 0.4 amps. Here's a little chart that shows the total output over time. Here's the charging mode that you can change with that knob I was just showing to you. And then you can also do more things with the app, like put a schedule on each port. So this is a power schedule. You can set the time on, off. So if you wanted to charge a certain device at a certain time or have it turn off at a certain time, it gives you lots of flexibility. And if you go into settings, there's charging mode again. And I don't know what secret features are, but there's screen brightness. This is just sort of like a little game thing. And screen off display, what's it going to show? And so this is where you can choose your clock or nothing, clock format, and then knob orientation, test features. Let's see what test features have. Custom charging mode. Probably the most important thing, I think, is the firmware upgrades. So you can click a button, upgrade firmware, so whenever they come out with a new one, you can just push that button and update it and enjoy the new features. So this is a really awesome device to have, to be able to plug in USB-C, USB-A. Here's what the top looks like. It's got a brushed metal. Oh, it comes with a wall plug that you just plug in. And here's what the bottom looks like. It's got rubberized feet, so it's gonna take care of the surface and not slide around that it's on. But again, pretty cool device. Hopefully this has been a helpful look at the Anker Prime 250 watt USB-C and USB-A smart charger.